All right, well, thanks for joining us today. I'm going to start with a generic question to tell us about your experience with cochlear implants. Can you talk about when you lost your hearing and when you got cochlear implants?
Sure. Just a little bit of background about me. I'm actually 40 years old. I was born deaf, and I have tinnitus hearing loss. I have about 90 decibels of loss in my right ear and about 100 decibels of loss in my left ear. And I have a implant in my right ear. Um, I was 80 from the age of 1 to about 25 years old. And then at about 25 years old, I was a candidate for the advanced bonus implant. And that was in 2005, 2006. And I first got implanted then, and it was a pretty crazy experience. I got it implanted my right ear, and I went through about 2 years of therapy to kind of like help me adapt to the implant because it was very different way here is. I think my experience so far has been pretty positive. The difference between the hearing aids and having that implant has been pretty profound. It helps me pick up a lot more than usual. It's not perfect, nothing ever is.
Mhm.
Uh, I mean, I've had people encourage me to get TV implant to try to improve that experience, but I haven't done it because of the cost of the surgery, the downtime, and going through that whole process. But it enabled me to better participate in conversations like this,
Mhm.
and it has really helped me in the workplace. The other particular thing about me is actually I'm kind of raised to be in the mainstream. In the second grade, I went to a school called Orlingua in Los Angeles. What they do is that they are a um, speech-centric school for people who are deaf or hearing impaired or hard of hearing. I don't understand language myself, and that had a pretty big influence on me getting a cochlear implant because I want to kind of continue down that path.
Can you talk about some sounds that are, or some situations that are very hard for you with a cochlear implant to
Sure.
hear?
In the situation that noise, if there's a lot of background noise, it's extremely hard for me to pick out things. And I'm not really good at conversation like the telephone or the radio or music. I'm not great at them. I can pick out maybe 10 to 20%
Mm.
fidelity of the words I'm hearing. I mean, I know that the words, but I can't actually tell what words they are. And I think it has a lot to do with the high frequency stems, like S or F or that kind of stems. So I mean, you may tell from my accent, I tend to mix a lot of these stems
Mhm.
because I can't actually hear them, and it's definitely a challenge.
Are there any types of background noise that are particularly bad?
Hmm. Competition, I think a restaurant.
How about music?
Well, I mean, I like music. I tend to listen to a lot of instrumental music.
Mhm.
It's really hard for me to pick out lyrics. Like if I have the lyrics in front of me, I can follow along with the lyrics. I know like what they say.
Mhm.
Um, but I do listen to a lot of instrumental music, and I know that um, what I'm hearing is not exactly what it sounds like because of it's kind of like looking at a pixelated Van Gogh painting. It,
Okay.
I know it's very pixelated to me, but I know that other people have different experiences.
Mhm.
Um, it's tough, but I just try to enjoy it in any way I can.
Do you know if when you're listening to a song with lyrics, do you pick out the lyrics or the melody, or do you have trouble with any other part of it?
I I always have trouble with the lyrics. I could definitely pick out the melody. Though, if it's a song that I know really well, like one of those songs that gets stuck in the head, like We Were Rocky, We Are the Champions by
Yeah.
Queen. Yeah, I mean, I know that song. It's kind of really easy to pick out. Melody is easier for me than the lyrics for sure.
Are there any sounds that are particularly confusable, like you confuse two sounds a lot just due to the hearing, the cochlear implant?
Oh, there's plenty. Most of the high frequency letters, like F or S or
Mm-hmm.
C or D. Yeah, I mean, there's a whole cohort of them.
That's actually really useful. So you said F, S, Z,
Yeah,
all the things that sound like that. And what about vowel sounds?
but vowels don't actually not too bad.
Okay.
Because they're low pitch, they low pitch of low frequency. My pickup range in that range is actually a lot better.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that you hear higher pitches or lower pitches better?
Definitely low pitchy.
Lower.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
so probably male voices better than female, or does it not extend that far?
No, no, actually that fun.
And anything else that you want to tell people about your experience or challenges, or even things that are good about the cochlear implants that you have?
Sure, yeah. I'm always looking for a way to kind of increase the fidelity of the signal, and I actually kind of wonder if like I really like the idea of the hackathon because it allows me to kind of customize, my experience. I don't really have that kind of control right now. But I have to go to the audiologist. I would love to be able to put that control into my hands. I can actually experiment with it. I'd
Mm-hmm.
love to learn more about that and to actually them like to be study. Um, that's one of the things. Thank you for kind of like focusing on this, spending your time on this because it's really cool that people are actually thinking about these problems outside of like advanced knowledge and outside of my ideologies.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for that.
Yeah. Well, thank you for participating as you know, as an interviewee.
You're welcome, Leah.
Great
Really
to
nice
meet
meeting
you.
you. Bye bye.